Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to basically walk you guys through how I get my go-to glam makeup look. It's really incredibly easy, and I promise you anybody watching this video can do it. I was super excited to do this video for you guys because I really felt like I packed a lot of info into this video. So if you would like to see how to get this makeup look, then keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm so happy and so excited today. Nothing new has happened. I guess I'm just excited about life, and I just wanted to sit down and just film my go-to glam look because I was about to do my makeup to leave for the day, and I thought how perfect it would be for me to film it as well because it has been a decent minute. I don't know what is up with me and not doing makeup tutorials, but hey, calm down. I don't know what is up with me and not doing makeup tutorials as much as I used to. I guess because I'm being like pulled in so many directions. You know, sometimes I lose sight on what I love, you know, which is makeup tutorials. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my go-to eye look when I want to do something glam and like I have some additional time and I don't just need to whip something out. I mean, it's quick. It really is quick because I try to do less steps when it comes to my makeup, so it's easy to follow. But like I can go like one eyeshadow look and out the door for my really quick days. But this is when I want to spend a little bit more time and I want to have like a eyeshadow look that'll be like, oh girl, I like your makeup. That kind of look. I've already primed my eyelids with the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. I will have everything linked down in the description box. I did that off camera to save a little time. So for this eye look, there are 3 eyeshadows that you need. 3. That means that this is probably going to be the easiest, most glam makeup look you probably have ever watched. It's very easy to recreate, no matter if you're a man, a woman, a beginner, or a pro. You can do this eye look, and honestly, once you do it like 2 or 3 times, you can whip this out just as quick as like a one eyeshadow look. I'm doing a lot of talking in the beginning because I want to kind of set you guys up on what we're going to be doing. So for these 3 eyeshadows, you need a transition color, you need a darker eyeshadow depending on what look you're going for. If you're going for a pink look, purple look, blue look, green look, yellow look, anything that's just a darker version of that color. And then you need a shimmer shade. You can substitute the shimmer shade for a glitter or a metallic or a satin, but something with shimmer, and that's going to make the glamness of the look. Taking notes, I'm gonna have it on the screen. Transition color, a darker eyeshadow, and a shimmer eyeshadow. So that is basically how I do my glam looks. Anytime I'm going out for an event, I typically always do the 3 eyeshadow look. That means I can grab any one of my palettes that I have. Any palette that you have at home should work for this. I'm telling you guys what I'm using because of course I'm doing a tutorial, but I want you to first practice with what you have at home if you're a beginner. If you're advanced, you can go out and purchase whatever palette you want and then just work with it with the same technique that I'm going to show you guys in this video. But if you are a beginner, use whatever you have at home, or if you don't have anything at home, that's why I'm using an inexpensive palette that has 4 shadows, easy to follow. I'm going to start with the brush that I'm going to use first. So for your transition color, you want to use something that is pretty fluffy. I like to use this brush from MAC. This is like one of my absolute favorite brushes, the MAC 224 brush. If you don't have this brush, please go get it. And it is kind of expensive. I think it's about $20-something, but it's not something that you have to repurchase over and over and over again. So this is a really good investment and it's a really good purchase in general. I'm going to use this to apply my transition color. I also want to put in this warning. When doing makeup, especially if you're a beginner, I find that when I'm helping like my family apply makeup, I find that they get a little afraid very quickly. When you start applying makeup, there are a lot of like ugly stages in the application of makeup. You just kind of have to learn how to work with it and don't panic. I'm going to start with this burgundy shade right here, and I just applied it on the brush. And every time I apply a shadow on my brush, I always tap off the excess because I'm trying to prevent fallout, and I'm also trying to make sure there isn't excess product on the brush that may do something weird on my eye when I apply it. I'm going to apply this to the crease, and this is a bit of a darker shade, and so when you apply this, there's a stage like right about here when you get a little freaked out and you may panic at this point and think that you done made your eyeshadow look muddy, which you haven't. You just have to keep working with it and making sure to blend those edges, not take it all the way up into this space, because you still want that to be like a brighter shade, because that's like your brow bone highlight and that's how your eyes naturally are. And I always do my makeup with a napkin on the side of me. You will always see this on my desk when I'm doing my makeup, because I use it to wipe off the eyeshadow when I'm going in with the same brush to just blend out the edges. So I'm going to take this shadow that I applied with nothing on the brush, and I'm just going to blend the edges. And this is going to smooth out this shadow to where it's not muddy. It's smoother and it's not as scary. And so like from before and after, this shadow is a lot smoother. It still might be considered like an ugly stage because it does look like really dark on the eye, but as we get further into and we start adding more shades, everything is going to come together. So don't panic, like never panic. It's just makeup. I'm going to go ahead and mirror this on this eye, and I'm just going to apply it the same way, and you just want to keep going, keep blending like we did on the other side. And once you feel like you have the same amount of eyeshadow as you do on this eye, then you just want to take your napkin, wipe off your brush, and start blending and smooth out the eyeshadow. This is so unrelated, but we have a new mail lady these past 2 days, and she be early. I like getting mail early. My last lady, she wouldn't get here till like 3, 4, and it's 12 and we already got the mail. I'm excited. So next I'm going to take a flat brush, and this is from Laura Mercier. It is their eye color not blush. It is their eye color brush, and I'm going to use this with the, I think this is like a navy. It's like a different kind of shade, but I think it's pulling more blue, but purple as well. Anyway, and I'm going to put it on the brush, tap off the excess before I get started. Oh, I just put that in my coffee. Now I'm gonna drink eyeshadow. That sucks, because I'm gonna finish this coffee. With this dark shade, I'm going to apply this to the outer corner, and this is gonna add drama to the eye look. So I'm just doing patting motions with this shade because I really want to keep it just in the outer corner. And one thing that I also want to say is when you're working on the top part of your eye and not like the lower lash line, you want to kind of keep the eyeshadow right here and up, because sometimes when you apply it too low, it can make the eyes look a bit droopy. The same way, like if your lashes are a little too long, it can make your eyes look droopy, and you want them to look more like up. You want to emphasize your eye shape and keep them at the same level that they are. So I'm just going to add this on both sides. And again, this is considered to be like, I guess, another like ugly stage, or just not as appealing, because I'm only placing the eyeshadow at this point. And this is typically how I do my dark shadows, because I want to get it everywhere that like my plan is for the eye look, and then I want to blend to soften the edges after I get it placed. And this you could spend time like making sure both eyes are even and stuff like that. So now I'm going to go in with the clean brush. I'm not going to add any more shadow. This is just the first brush that we use. It's really great for blending out shades. So I'm just going to blend the edges of that dark shadow. And you don't want to blend with the same brush that you applied it with if you're using a flat brush, because it's really not made for blending. It's made for placing. So like from, this is before and this is after, so this is like not blended. It's very important to blend it because you don't want it to be like any harsh lines and look like muddy or look like you didn't finish your makeup. So you want to make sure that it's blended like this. That way you have like the dimension of this lighter shade and this darker shade. So now the original shade that we placed in the crease, how it looked a bit dark originally, doesn't look as dark when you're comparing it to the darker shade that we used in the outer corner. So for the shimmer on the lid, I'm going to do both, but you really can use just one if you want to, especially if you're wearing something like in this family and you want to match it. You can just wear that, or if you're just wearing something in this family, you could just wear that. But I want to do both just because I really like the way that it looks. And yeah, so I'm gonna start with this shimmer, which is the lighter one. I like to start light and then go dark. As you can see from our crease colors, I do the same thing with my shimmers if I plan to use more than one shimmer. So for these shadows, I find that they look a lot better when you spray them. They have more like a satin finish when they're dry, but when you wet them, they're really nice. So I'm just going in with my Mario Badescu rose water facial spray. I do not care about my coffee today, do I? Because I think I just sprayed a little bit in here. Coffee. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Let me get closer because I don't have Zoom. And I'm going to apply this. Oh goodness, looks so good. So I'm also wetting the brush to prevent fallout because these do have fallout. So I'm just applying this a third of the way in. Oh, these are so nice. This palette is $5, y'all. Like $5. What? And look how nice they do. But you do have to wet them. But like, I will wet the eyeshadow if all I have to pay is $5 for the palette. You know what? People that's growing up these days, they have so much good makeup. I remember when I was growing up, makeup was garbage. I used to get makeup from Icing by Claire's in the mall. Like, why? Why was I buying makeup from there? Now you can buy like bomb makeup from Walmart. Like back then, it wasn't really that good, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm just 21, but still. Now I'm going to go in with the second eyeshadow, this shadow right here, and I did just wet my brush, and I'm using the same brush, I just flipped it over. The reason why I'm using the same brush and flipping it over as opposed to using the same side is because I'm using 2 shades. So once I get this like pinker shade applied, I'm just gonna flip it back over and help to blend those shades together. So I'm just gonna apply that to the other side. I also wanna say, like, for my recommendation of palette, pretty much everything that I tag on my Instagram is a good palette. Especially if you see me consistently tag it, that's something that I would recommend. I do plan on doing like a full face of favorites because it was requested, like a full face tutorial of my favorites, which I tried to do that the other day and it was like I had so many favorites, so I'm gonna have to write down stuff because I wanted to redo that video because it didn't come out completely how I wanted it. But yeah, so that's coming soon. Okay, so these are the eyes. Literally so nice. Like, you would think I paid $50 to get my eyes like this. Now I'm gonna go back in with the darkest shade in the palette, which is this one, using the same brush that we used for that, and I'm just gonna tap a little bit on the edge of that rosy shade, and that's just to help blend. You always want to go back with eyeshadows. Like the previous step, typically you go back in with the previous step to blend out the step that you went to. It's almost like layering one after the other. You kind of use that to help blend everything how you want it to look. So just to tie the look together, this is definitely optional. I'm just going to take a little bit of the brush that we used for the darker shade. I'm wiping it off a little bit. I don't really care if it gets completely clean because I'm just going to use a little bit of shadow. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, the burgundy shade, and I'm just going to apply this. Let me get a mirror. I'm just gonna apply this down here. Use this to tie the look together. And I'm kind of blending it into upper shadow. And I'm not bringing it all the way in either because I want to keep the drama on the outside of the eye. Now I'm going to apply my favorite lashes on this planet. Well, currently, because it may change. And you guys probably can guess what lashes they are. They are the Lash Label Peachy lashes. So bomb, so bomb. I would recommend these to anybody if you feel comfortable ordering online, because I know a lot of people in my family, they don't really order online. So if I was to recommend these, they'd be like, what can I buy at Walmart or the beauty supply store? So if you like ordering online, which I love to order online, I would definitely recommend these, because honestly, to me, they beat a lot of lashes that you can buy at the store as far as like the quality and the amount that you pay. So I'm gonna wait for my lashes to get a little tacky before I apply them. And I want to show you guys this cool makeup product that I just got. I got this from Lancome. They actually sent this to me. Thank you so much, Lancome. It is blush, but they're like alphabets. I think it spells Lancome in here. I don't want to touch it because then I don't like get on my fingers, but I'm pretty sure it spells Lancome. This is blush. Is that not so interesting? Like it moves around in there. Those are actual letters. And the name of this, I think they have other shades. That's my assumption, is that they have other shades. This one is 01 Je m'appelle Rose, which one of you guys actually told me that means my name is Rose. I think that's what she said. And so all you have to do to apply this, you take your brush and you just dip it in there and just get it all coated. And there's other shades in here. So it's like a pink, an orange, a mauve, and a white. And like all of them together create like this perfect little pink blush. And the white, I believe, gives you like a luminosity, so it's not just a flat blush. I just think this is such a cute idea. I've never seen anything like this. Lancome comes up with some stuff. Y'all remember when they had that rose highlighter? I actually have it. I've never used it though. But they have this rose where it's an actual, like, it's not just like a regular highlight. I'm gonna show you guys just in case you haven't seen it. So this is the highlights. I've never used it because I like want to keep this exactly how it is. But this is makeup and there's highlight on the petals, and so you basically dip your brush in it and you use it as highlight, and it's a rose, but I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not gonna use it. It's just gonna be something that I just keep in my collection because it's so beautiful. But Lancome comes up with some stuff. I really like their like unique products like this. I haven't used this in a little minute. This is the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara. Such a good mascara. This is like one of the best ones at the drugstore, but there are a lot of good ones at the drugstore. So I'm applying this to my bottom lashes and try not to get it on my skin. We all know how that goes. I've worn these lashes before and people ask, are those your real lashes? Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm so used to makeup that like if somebody was wearing these, I would know they're not their real lashes. I don't know, probably because I'm just so used to wearing lashes. That's probably why I think that. All right, so now moving on to the lip color. I've been really liking the new Revlon Ultra HD Matte lip colors. I've really been liking these. So I'm lining my lips, of course, with MAC Chestnut. This is like my #1 lip liner. Okay, so to apply these lips, I just go in only on the lower lip, and then I take my ring finger, blend it into the lip liner. And they smell so good. They smell like candy. I want candy. And there we have it. Oh, I don't have a highlight. What? What the? I'm gonna go in with Stole the Show from ColourPop. Oh, I think I have a sneeze coming on. It went away. I love to sneeze. Is anybody like that? Like, I love sneezing. That's kind of a weird thing though. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that loves to sneeze. So I'm gonna throw on some clothes, cute myself on up, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I tried to put as much info in this video as possible. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos when I really just break down everything. Also, let me know down in the comments if you decide to try out this makeup look, and if you do, take pictures because I definitely want to see. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as check out my previous video, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.